Hey everybody, Patrick here from Guelph Toyota. Going to give you a quick walk around on the 2016 WRX STI. This is a one owner lease return. Came into us and he decided on a Tacoma. So moved up in size of the vehicle a bit, but let's talk about some of the features on here. It's got those neat LED wraparound headlights there, which are the daytime running lights. They're not on right now just because the parking brake is on. And then you got your fog lights down below. Okay, in the front here, okay, you've got your STI badging, nice big hood scoop, which is signature to the WRX. Any of the Turbo Series Subarus usually have the hood scoop from the factory on there. For the intercooler, nice factory STI rims wrapped in Pirelli Soto Zero rather tires. So the winter tires are on these rims right now, and we got a full set inside, which are summer tires, exact same rims with some Dunlop performance tires on there for summer. So huge 4-piston brake calipers in there, Brembo brakes on here. Okay, got the turn signals built into the mirror. Okay, you'll see how that body kit kind of flares out up the bottom again. That's factory. Nice accent, the way it accents the lines on the car is nice. You'll even see there's a little bit of a breather behind the brakes to let that heat out. So the air scoops in the front, comes through, cools off the brakes, and shoots out the back there. Okay, again, the rims are all in super nice condition. This vehicle is impeccable, very well maintained by the previous owner. Got that nice big signature STI wing on the back there. It says, "Hello, look at me." Wave to your fellow Subaru fans out on the road. Okay, dual exhaust, dual tip, so quad tip exhaust there at the back. Right, and then you got shark fin antenna at the top with the sunroof, but you can kind of hear that nice little burble, and that's a factory sound. Nice little boxer sound. Okay, in the back here, it's gorgeous seats. I love the attention to detail as far as the two-tone red black here. This is leather, full leather with stitching, and then suede down the center insert on the seat, so you don't get as hot when you jump in the summertime, but it still has that really top quality luxury feel to it. Seats, again, the stitching kind of wraps away through here on the carpeting around to the front. You can even see on the bolsters on the sides of the seat there too. Okay, nice attention to detail. And when you open the door, like, the inside is very inviting, as far as very bright in there with the extra light from that sunroof. Okay, but let's talk again on the nice finish that they've done. As far as everything feels nice, there's not a lot or any wear on any of the handles and buttons and things on this, which sometimes on some used cars you'll be able to tell if it's been maybe used a bit more than others, depending on maintenance and upkeep, right? But even nice little bit of chrome on the edge of the buttons there adds some nice sparkle to it, draws your attention to it as well. Okay, and then stainless steel scuff plate there too. Okay, let's hop in here. Okay, so once you're in the cabin, there's your instrument cluster. Outside there on the mirror, you're gonna see there's a little light that's gonna come on. Okay, it's blind spot monitoring. I'm just turning the switch on and off down here, but I just want to show you the light. So again, blind spot monitoring, if you haven't had it before, you're driving along, somebody's back in that blind spot. As they cruise up on you, that light comes on, just in case you didn't happen to see them sneak into your blind spot there, right? Automatic headlamp system with fog lights. Okay, these are all your radio control buttons here, so this will take you through some menus on the radio. Volume, surf through your preset channels, source, FM, AM, Pandora, satellite, voice recognition as well too for phone commands here. And then these buttons, which are in behind the steering wheel, as I go up and down on these, you're going to see the menus change up there. Okay, so there's runtime, shows in the middle, you'll see your center diff. So it's on automatic right now. I'll explain that part in a second, because that does make the STI unique over the WRX model of the same car. Okay, so in the middle there, your SI drive, so that's your drive selector down here. Okay, so there's Sport Intelligent and Sport Sharp. Okay, so I'll come back to that in a second. And then the digital speed. The digital speed is really nice, because sometimes you're driving, you don't want to try and figure out where you are over here, but the digital just makes it nice and clear. where you're at with speed, especially when you got to watch your speed in this car. Okay, but perforated on the leather here, all leather wrapped. Again, the same sort of stitching you can see. Nice attention to detail in this little splash of almost like a brushed nickel look with the STI on there too. Bring some nice attention to that. There's your cruise control settings here. Okay, intermittent wipers back in behind there. Okay, and up at the top, so there's another multi-information screen here, okay, which is adjusted right here. So right now we're on clock. You can see your temperature inside for the cars to the left. Actually, sorry, that wasn't clock, that's turbo. So there's your boost, your pressure, PSI, so you can kind of see where your pressure's at there. Okay, to the left again, you've got your liters per 100, since fuel, liters per 100 in the middle, and then your acceleration rate is on the right. Okay, this is kind of a neat screen. This shows you the active all-wheel drive system, which power is going to which wheels. Okay, and also show you sort of lateral movement there. Again, fuel economy based on time. Then there's some more fuel information. There's your clock there. Okay, so there's some nice feedback there from the car. Nice touch screen on here too with black piano finish all around. Okay, reverse camera. Nice and easy to see the lines on there. Okay, and then again, all touch screen, home, apps on here will take you to Starlink. Again, you got Pandora and AHA radio where you can download music. Similar to kind of like a Spotify, download your music at home, take it with you, right? Auto climate, so basically auto adjust your temperature here, changes up there, and then you do have the option to dual zone climate split for driver passenger. Love this carbon fiber around here, like just attention to detail, brilliant in all the right places, right? So a 6-speed manual. So specific to the STI over the WRX is you get the 6-speed, and you get the adjustable differential, okay, which you won't have on the base WRX. So center differential. So if you're, say, driving in rain or snow, you would push it forward, okay? Again, the automatic, you can let it do its thing, but when I push forward, it goes to plus. And what that does is give the car a positive front bias. So more of the power is being put to the front wheels, so you don't get any tail slide or tail spin, right? Consequently, on the dry days, when you want a little more power going to the rear, you can shift it to the back. Okay, so now the bias is on the back wheels. Okay, so that's how that works. I used to have an STI, so I'm very, very familiar with the different options on this selection on the center differential, and they work fantastic. Most times, though, honestly, you can leave it in auto, and it'll do what it needs to do for you. It's just if you want to have a little more control factor, which you know, some drivers do want to have more options to control where the power is going, that gives it to you. Okay, your main mode or normal mode usually is intelligent mode when you push the button. Okay, you'll see up there it says center differential is an auto. Okay, and what that does is intelligence, basically it limits the turbo spool. So the turbo spool's up a little bit later. It's more focused on fuel economy. It's an okay way to drive, but ideally, or most times, you're going to want to be over in sport. Okay, sport, and what you'll see is the curve. See the curve change there? So intelligent mode is there. Sport mode is there. Again, your turbo, it's going to spool up faster in sport, give you more power. And then for maximum driving experience and fun, you want that mode right there. Just sport sharp, boom. So whenever I get in my car, or I get in this car and go for a drive, sport sharp, and it just gives you a maximum PSI. So it says peak over there is about 17.5 pounds of boost. When you get up to around that, you're going plenty fast enough. This car's got 305 horsepower, and it delivers all of that to you very quickly when you're in sport sharp. So even a funky little, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's got almost like a reflective material in behind the back, even on the hazard button. Again, love the attention to detail in this car. Still with that fun sort of, you know, get in and drive me feel. Heated seats there. Cup holders there, handbrake's nice and easy, right where it should be if you're driving a manual. Okay, and then you got your open and close buttons up here for the sunroof. Okay, and sun visor with your little check yourself out mirror there on the back. Let's go take a look under the hood. Bear with me while I get myself out here, get to the front. Find this using the other hand. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. I'm trying to find the hood latch on here. Okay, I moved it from where it was at my old car. There we go. Okay. So, pretty tidy engine bay. I mean, everything's pretty jam-packed in here, but so you got your ABS brake module there, intake box, so you can see it grabs all your cold air from right here to the box, back into your turbo, which is back in here, and then the intercooler sort of helps cool down the air going into the intake right here. Okay, but I mean, the neat thing with a boxer motor is it's very low center of gravity, so the handling on this car is phenomenal. Because the center of gravity is very low on the front, helps for balance and control. So, beautiful car. Needs a home. So if you are liking what you see, you want to check us out on our Facebook link below. Sir, we'll have a link to the car down below in the comments section. Feel free to hit the like or the subscribe button, rather, right in the middle. If you want to subscribe to check out more videos of some cool cars. And thanks for watching today. We appreciate it. Stay safe. Be well.